All right, so here's the former UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, and of course the night DC made his debut on the cans on the UFC telecast in 2016. This man made his UFC debut, and I think in the eyes of a lot of people he has overachieved, but certainly not in his own estimation. He knew he could be this guy.
I mean, he feels like that. It felt like Brandon Moreno was not going to get here. He wasn't going to be widely regarded as one of the best flyweights that we've seen. I mean, you got to call it what it is, right? There's Demetrius Johnson and everybody else. But then when you start thinking about that second tier, you think Davison Figueiredo, you think Brandon Moreno. You didn't know that this young kid from Mexico had that ability. His skill set has improved to the point that you can't talk about the division without him. He's been a tremendous story, and I've been so lucky to watch it. Let's see if he can add to that tonight as he steps back into the octagon.
And when in doubt, you may want to bet on the Mexican fighter, right? He is a Mexican savage. The heart was on full display against Kai Kara-France and throughout his UFC tenure thus far. All right, so the road to UFC Golden Glory at 125 pounds goes through this man, and you got to be on in every facet of the game if you're going to dethrone the champion.
Or even give him a challenge. I mean, we have seen him time and time again take fighters who look so good against everyone else and make them look very average. He is just a tremendous athlete. He's a great champion, and he's a guy that with the confidence of that belt feels like he will never get beat.
And for the first time this week, he started talking about guys like you, simultaneous double champions, potentially wants to move up and challenge for a second belt, must defend this one first. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting a challenger, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Joshua the Fearless Hand.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here as we get a look at the former UFC flyweight champion, the Assassin Baby, Brandon Moreno. His evolution has been marked. It has been incredible. It has been off the charts when you think about his time on The Ultimate Fighter to his time as UFC flyweight champion. The jab, the chokes, the finishing instincts. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the game, and ready to get back to it as he tries to ascend back to championship-level status. He lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moreno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early game.
And honestly, John, he's developed it even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of finding his range. He's shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing stance, but he is using that to defend leg kicks more effectively, but also still have the ability to go find that jab.
Back and forth we go.
Oh, big elbow.
flying knee there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. 2 minutes to go in the round.
Big shot to the head. Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Just out of range with the big right hand. All right, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Moreno's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Big right hand.
Checks the leg kick. 30 seconds now to go in round one. Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swell.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, tie, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Blocks the strike. Beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Moreno's back in full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. Ooh, that looks tight. Might be the beginning of the end.
Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Work.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
And he's back up. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Nice job by him defensively there.
Ooh, what a punch.
30 seconds to go. Moreno's eye now closing up. exempt now. Looks as though he's got the neck. Ooh, it's time. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Your striking is on point. I love the way you're mixing up combinations, just like we drilled in the gym.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. He's got him hurt here. Oh, massive left hand lands.
That's a right hand. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Able to block that strike. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there. Oh, nice.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Moreno gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these.
Great block there.
Nice jab by Brandon Moreno. High guard, and he gets that thing to the target quick.
Gets to the target quick. And you can see the assassin baby starting to really feel himself right now. He has found his flow, he's in his groove, and like I said, that jab is what starts everything coming from the fighter from Mexico.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
That's what I want to see at you. Great pace, great ring generalship. You are in full control of this fight right now. This next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking...
Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Yeah, left hook. Oh, man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Ah, that jab hurt him.
Oh, no way, spinning back fist. Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes long.
"90 seconds to go.
Nice punch to the head.
All right, time to go to the gas station, TC. These fighters are cooked, my man.
They have thrown everything but the kitchen.
Right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
Still standing after taking that punch.
Oh, with authority the body. Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Oh! That'll do it!
Oh my God!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Here's Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno!
All right, well, he's never afraid to walk through fire to get the job done. Didn't have to tonight. Brandon Moreno, your winner by knockout.
I mean, he landed the punch that ended his opponent's night, but it was all set up with his fantastic striking over the course of the fight. What a big